Welcome to the farm this morning, guys. Wow, did Hurricane Dorian ever pack a punch in Atlantic Canada? But of course, it wasn't as powerful as what went through the Bahamas and North Carolina. The destruction there is just crazy. And hopefully they get the aid that they need. Their government helps them out to rebuild so they can all get back to the life the way it was before Hurricane Dorian came through. For us here on the homestead, we had some devastation. We lost all our corn that we worked really hard to plant. We lost all of our pumpkins. I think every farmer in Atlantic Canada lost all their corn crops this year. We were driving around and we were noticing cornfields just mowed down by the wind and the rain. So it's going to be really hard for people in Atlantic Canada this year to even get corn at your local farmer's market, which is really sad. It's going to draw up the prices of corn for people, or just, in fact, like I said, not even get any corn this year. We will replant the corn next year and our pumpkins because it's something that we wanted to grow here on the homestead. When we went into town to get some farming supplies, I noticed Moncton, the city of Moncton, was hit pretty hard. Trees were coming down. You guys can see this house here had a tree come down on top of it. Other trees across cities blocking streets and stuff like that. So Moncton got hit hard. But as for the house itself, our homestead did sustain some damage. At the back of the house, we had some vents ripped off from the wind. The roof withstood the hurricane because I did some minor repairs this summer, anticipating a bad winter like we had last year. So we had no roof structural damage to the house, just a little bit of minor flooding around the outside of the house, which we controlled during the hurricane, and some, like I said, some covers that got ripped off and destroyed, which we are going to repair. But today here on the farm, we need to button up these projects. You know, with winter just knocking at the door, we need to get the rest of the wood inside. We need to get the gardens harvested that weren't destroyed by Hurricane Dorian, and just get everything done so that we're ready for the winter. So come along on the farm vlog as we get these jobs done. We're going to be making some changes next summer on how we water the chickens. Now, I know a lot of people use these black rubber totes, and that's why we originally bought it. We thought it would be a really good, cheap alternative to a big, large watering system. But what I find with these is, being this black rubber material, is the water gets warm after an hour of putting water in it in the summertime. Also, being on a well system here, I find that I get a lot of green sludge in the bottom that I got to clean out regularly. I know a lot of other buckets, you probably got to clean them quite frequently because, well, chickens are dirty. But I want to change what we do next summer so that the water doesn't warm up after an hour of filling it up. And then I don't have to do the water 5-6 times a day. So I showed you guys the water feeders that we're using, and I don't really recommend those for summertime use, but what we do recommend are these. We picked these up at the Tractor Supply store, super cheap. I think they were under 10 bucks a bucket. They don't get any residue build up inside. I still scrub them out, but I find no green algae builds up in these buckets. So these are really good buckets. This 7-gallon water for the chickens, this has been awesome. It lasts for about a week. You're gonna want to hang this, because if you put it on the ground, this will just get dirty in an hour with shavings, hay, chicken poop, and the water will be destroyed within an hour. The only problem with hanging this unit, being 7 gallons, is it's extremely heavy, and you're going to have to reinforce your rafters, which I'm going to show you guys here in a second what we did, so that our 2x4 rafters could handle the weight without cracking them. So, as you guys can see, it is egg laying time for us here on the homestead. But I just wanted to show you guys how we support this heavy 7-gallon waterer for our chickens. Up here you can see we have a 2x4 rafter here. I took a free piece of 2x4 that we got from Home Depot. I screwed it to the 2x4 rafter, and then up top, at the very top part of the roof on that 2x4 rafter, to help support the water jug so that there is no damage to your roof in the future.
So as you guys probably saw, we had a rough time with our tomatoes this year. There was a really late frost and we lost pretty much all of our plants. We didn't think we were going to get any tomatoes this season at all. But as luck would have it, they came back and they thrived. As you can see, we have a ton of tomatoes on the vine. We have a bunch that I'm going to pick today. We've already picked a bunch. I'm hoping to get enough to make some tomato sauce to put away for this year, and hoping that these green tomatoes can hang on and ripen before we get the first frost of the year.
Come on, let's wake up, Priya. Come on. Come on, girls. Look at what I got for you, Panda. Come on, girls. Come on. Come on. Come on, girls.
Look at Nova.
Nova loves it, Egg.
Even Lily. Is that good, Lily?
It's all about recycling your food. If you lose food to Mother Nature, a disaster, well, you just take that food source that you've lost and give it to somebody else. And in our case, it's our goats and chickens. So we're gonna check for some eggs and see if the chickens have laid us any eggs this morning. Oh, did you get one? Oh, we got one.
We got one egg.
Whoa, look at that egg. That's a big egg.
See if there's any inside.
Yeah, sometimes they like to lay in the corners.
Oh look, there's 2 eggs down here in the corner. Are you coming in or?
Look at that. We got 2 eggs. Not even in the nesting boxes.
In a box.
Well, thank you, girls. We'll gladly take those. If we were to get 10 eggs today, that would be
That would be really good. That would be a new like record, I think. Hi, Sarah. You're always the first in there.
Sarah is the first to the water and the first to the
She
food.
is always. She's like a person in chicken body.
Sarah the chicken.
Sarah the chicken.
Oh,
Don't
we
bother
got
the chickens in the
we
box.
got 3 chickens going into the nesting boxes.
Look at that one.
Yeah,
One
don't
just
bother.
hopped out because we're bugging her.
Don't bother the chickens in the boxes.
But we got 2 hens in there. This hen's getting ready to lay an egg.
She's like, why are you looking at
She's like, why are you looking at me? You're bothering me. And 2 doors down, we have another hen laying an egg. So we're out here in our maple forest. Now you guys saw in our other 2 videos of us struggling to get down this tree that we finally got on the ground. We've processed it up. Today we need to get the rest of the wood out of the forest. We need to get it dry. We need to get it back to the homestead for the winter. So today one of the jobs on the homestead is to get this wood back to the homestead.
You'd make a good pack mule.
Thank you. I'm good for something.
Yeah, something.
Yet these bushes are very...
Oh my, what did you trip
I
on?
don't know. There's something back here.
You almost hit me with a log.
What is this?
What? It's metal.
I don't know. I didn't even see it under all these branches.
Probably because you cut a tree down on top of it. What the
What is
heck
this?
is that? It's,
What the?
it looks like a cage or something. It's buried.
It's stuck.
Pull harder.
I'm
Maybe you're just
trying.
weak.
I got this side up.
What the heck is that?
I don't know. It's stuck in the ground though.
Pull it.
Oh, I'm trying it. Oh, it's stuck. Oh,
Whoa!
I just about hit me in the head. This thing's dangerous.
What the heck is
I
that?
don't know. It's got these little arms on the side of it, but it's all stuck. Looks like it's been here for years.
That's been there a long time.
Wow. Okay, I can't get this out of the ground.
It's been there forever.
There's roots growing around it. Oh wait, I think I got it. What could this possibly be?
A digger.
A digger?
Owen says it's a digger.
It looks like a rake.
That's what it looks like, eh?
Wonder if it's like a hay rake or
It
something.
looks like a spot here where you could put wheels on.
Oh, maybe.
Or it
Or it
attaches
attaches
to
to something.
Yeah, like...
That's crazy.
Oh,
That's had to have been here for a really long
oh,
time.
this is really old. Like, this might be something out of the 50s or 60s.
Yeah, I bet you that's even older than that. So
Like,
that's pretty old.
maybe, yeah, an old rake. Like, you think it's a grass rake? Or
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe for tilling? Maybe tilling up the soil? You drag it behind a tractor and it tills up
I
the
don't
soil?
know. Maybe. We'll have to
Oh, we
look
gotta-
online
We
and
gotta get this back to the homestead and maybe Google what this is.
yeah,
and-
we'll have to look and see what it is.
Well, most of it looks like it's here. It's a little bent in the middle, but I might actually be able to refurbish this and put this to good use.
Well, it did try to kill you. It's a spider.
I gotta take this back to the homestead. We need to figure out what this is. If
Okay,
you guys know what this was used for, leave a comment down in the comment section. I think this has to be the biggest find on the homestead so far.
Definitely the oldest, I think.
Well, we're definitely taking this back.
All right, well, go put it in the wagon.
Oh, well, we got all that wood from out back in the maple forest up close to the homestead today. We're going to share a little secret with you guys. So let's go inside and let's see what we're preparing for those people that like to drink coffee.
Drinking coffee on the homestead is one of my favorite things to do in the morning. Now, buying cream at the store can get very expensive, so when you're homesteading and you're trying to cut down on costs, making cream at home is a great way to cut down because you can make it for a fraction of the cost of what you would pay in store. Today we're going to make a simple salted caramel coffee cream with just a few basic ingredients, some brown sugar, some milk, some heavy cream, some vanilla, and of course a tiny bit of salt. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some brown sugar in a pot with a bit of water and I'm going to put it on the stove to boil. I'm going to put this on the stove and bring it to a boil and then we'll come back and add the other ingredients. So I brought this to a boil on the stove and I let it simmer for 5 minutes. What I'm going to do is add my vanilla to my cream. I'm going to put the salt into the hot pot and give it a stir. That just helps it to melt. And then I'm slowly going to add my cream while stirring. And then I'm going to add in some milk. And that's pretty much it. Now you can put this in a container and it lasts for up to 2 weeks, but I doubt it will actually last that long in your fridge because everybody's going to drink it quickly. Let's make a cup now because it's yummy and delicious. Perfect cup of coffee. Hey,
What?
what are you doing?
Going outside to feed the goats.
Yeah, that's nice. What are you doing with my coffee?
Oh, this?
Uh-huh.
Well, this is so yummy. I just couldn't turn up the opportunity to get myself a nice cup of coffee.
You don't even like coffee.
I do now with this cream that you just made.
I told you it wouldn't last very long. That's why. Always make sure to make a second cup.
A fire already, middle of September. Can you believe that? That's what it's like homesteading here in New Brunswick, Canada. Thanks for coming along with us today though, guys, as we stumbled upon that new farming equipment that we found out in the maple forest. We shared our favorite coffee cream with you guys, and we also did some jobs around the farm like feeding the animals that need to be taken care of. If you guys are new to our channel, make sure you subscribe. Turn on that bell notification so you get notified every time we upload a new video. If you guys like today's video, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys in the next video. And as always, thanks for watching.